All right, you guys, what is going on? Welcome to a special episode of Roads Untraveled. If you don't already know who this is, you should. This is Ulrich. How's it going?
Good.
Good. So basically, he had a 300ZX twin turbo. As you can clearly see, this is his new car, and it is not a 300ZX twin turbo. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate
So
it.
what is it? What are we driving in right now?
We are in a 2013 C63 AMG with performance package.
So what do you get with? Is that just kind of like the carbon fiber bits and stuff, or?
The performance package, yeah, you get like the carbon rear lip wing. It's not really a wing, but it's a rear lip. You get a limited slip differential.
A must-have.
Yeah. You get bigger brakes. You get a bit more power. I think that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, what are your first impressions going from, like, obviously the 300ZX is like a dedicated sports car that's, I mean, it's an old car.
Yeah.
It's like a 25-year-old car. I mean, the bushings are going to be wearing out. Everything's going to be really old. The turbo technology is kind of lacking.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like, it's very modern and it's a completely different car.
Yeah. Okay. So first thing, the 300ZX, for me, because as you say, it was old. It felt loose. It felt sloppy. It felt big, heavy, and lethargic.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah.
This feels cold, calculated, and I wouldn't say it's crazy. Like, it's not a crazy fast car. It's quick for sure, but it's not a nuts car. It's just it's a lot more obviously refined than the 300 was, and it's a lot snappier. You know, and the brakes and the suspension in this thing, they're nuts.
It's like tight. It's tuned in.
Yeah, it's all tight. It's together.
Yeah. Well, like you take, I mean, German cars. A German car from 2013, top of the line AMG. I mean, just sitting in here, when you close the door, it's a million times more solid than a 300ZX. And this is not to compare. This is not a video to compare the 300ZX.
No.
It's basically just a video on, like, what are your thoughts on going from a classic Japanese sports car to, like, a thrash, like, just an insane, loud, obnoxious muscle car.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll give it that. I mean, I might offend some people by saying this, but this is by no means a car that is set up for killing corners. It sure can. If you drive it properly, it sure can.
Yeah.
But at heart, this is a muscle car.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of people won't admit that.
No, people, but it's what it is, you know? And even AMG says it's a muscle car.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want it to take corners, it can take corners, but it's not really what it was purely designed for. It's made for having fun, it's made for destroying tires.
Yeah.
And sounding gnarly while you're doing it. But
it's a toy. Would you call it a toy? I mean, your 300 was a toy too.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
Yeah.
Men don't grow up, our toys just get more expensive.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously one of the biggest things that you had to give up was the third pedal.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like a give and take, or is that like a no-brainer? Like, everything about this car is so good that it's not. No. It's worth.
No. It was for me going from the 300ZX to this. Yes, I give up a clutch. Mercedes don't make a manual, and they haven't for many years now.
No,
especially in the AMGs.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that, obviously, going in. I was like, well, I'm not going to have a clutch anymore. Or at least not a clutch I can control, because it's a single plate wet clutch, but it is an automatic car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I do miss it. I miss that extra bit of control. But at the same time, if you're driving this car at the limit, you don't want a stick.
Yeah,
because it'll slow you down.
Yeah,
it will slow you down. And in that case, I get why they did it. I get why they do it in all the new cars, because let's be honest, like, you're not going to shift as fast as most automatics nowadays, you know?
And I feel like it makes it feel like more of a luxury experience.
Yeah.
This thing carries speed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
Just keeps trucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get for having a 6.2 liter V8, I guess.
Like, it feels quick, but it doesn't feel crazy fast. But then it doesn't stop.
It just keeps climbing
Yeah.
through the gears, and you're going, this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
One thing though, the biggest thing that I miss
Okay.
about the 300ZX,
Yeah.
no turbos. I love
Right.
that. People are like, oh, I hate turbo lag or boost threshold or whatever you want to call it. Man, that's my favorite thing.
It's exciting.
I love that. I love having, you know, you can hear the turbo come online, you can hear the wastegate start to open, and you can just feel that turbo just spool, and you just have all your boost, and it just like slingshots you.
It's a slingshot, yeah.
I
It's
miss
a
that.
surge.
I miss that.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, like that's the one thing, and you can't really. There's no turbo kits. At least I've been looking. This is the day I got the car. I've been looking for turbo kits for this car.
A lot of people are gonna hate you for saying that.
Oh yeah,
because the whole thing about this car is like, I mean, that's basically what this video is about. Is these two different cars that you've come from, that you've experienced as daily drivers, are at totally different ends of the spectrum in so many ways.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I got this one, and not like you could say, why didn't I just get the new one with the with the turbos? I kind of wanted this one just because I wanted to experience the full raw 6.2 liter V8, you know, like mean, that sounds way angrier, all that. But I don't know, there's something to be said about having turbos that I appreciate a lot more now that I don't have them.
Sure, yeah, no, I can see that. Well, and think about this 6.2 liter AMG V8, it's most likely going to be the last naturally aspirated V8 that AMG ever makes.
It is.
Ever.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Everything is turbo now.
Like, we are living in basically a time capsule. Like, in
a sense, yeah.
In 20 or 30 years from now, a very few specific amount of people, I feel like, are going to really go after this car and be like, wow, I want one of those 6.2 V8s.
An NA car.
Yeah, see, a muscle car that can actually, like,
take corners.
Stick.
When I first was introduced to the C63 AMG, it was on Top Gear. It was Jeremy Clarkson driving a C63.
Same, yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, but the two main things that were said about all AMGs, but at the time specifically the C63, was the suspension, the ride is terribly hard. You know, that's what he kept saying. Everyone said, all three of them said, oh, you buy AMG, but it's such a hard ride. I'll be honest, this is probably one of the most comfortable cars I've ever driven.
It's pretty comfortable.
It's not a harsh ride in any way. No, that's crap. It is crap. The car is not a harsh ride at all.
No, it's totally
stiffer,
fine.
It's stiffer than a C-Class. My dad used to have a C300.
Yeah.
It's a bit stiffer than that, but it's not a harsh ride at all. The other thing was that they said this thing destroys tires, you never have grip. If you know how to drive the car, this thing has tons of grip and it's only got 255s in the back.
Yeah.
It's such a smart car in that sense, you know, the differential and the computer and everything, even if you turn the traction control off, it's still got tons of grip. The car can still be pushed pretty hard and you can take corners fairly hard with it. Mm-hmm. It's not the crazy... I mean, it does smoke tires, but...
when you want it to?
Yeah, you actually, that's the thing. When you want it to, it will.
You have to make an effort as well.
You have to make an effort. It's not a car like people make you think, where it's just like, you touch the throttle and the tires are like smoking, or, you know, you go over a speed bump and your back's into. It's a comfortable car. It has a fair amount of get up and go.
Yeah.
But I still miss turbos.
There you go. The one big thing that sticks in your mind from your 300ZX.
Turbos.
The turbos. There you have it, folks. 300ZX to C63. If you have a 300ZX and are considering getting a C63 AMG, hopefully you got something out of this video.
Because that's a pretty normal jump.
I know, right? No, seriously. Thanks, bro, for going for a drive.
You're welcome.
And
get you behind the seat one day.
Yes, yeah. There's a little teaser there. We'll have the car on the channel some more and hopefully have some more fun. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.